Hello, hello, hello. You're listening to a Talkative Perception. I am one of your 5 hosts. My name is Carrotman. Next up is.
Hello, I am Kaasvis Tosti, also known as Colin.
My name is Lyclone, aka Bradley.
I'm Rising Phoenix, or Age.
My name is Shane Speed. I'm your last host, also just known as Shane.
So, today we're gonna talk about what games we've played. We're gonna talk about some anime because we're all fucking weebs. We're talking about world politics focused mainly around the Netherlands because we're Dutchies. Maybe gonna talk about some teaching because we have 3 teachers. And that's about it. We're playing Drawful because it's fun. And maybe it's also nice to know. I'm 21 years old. I am working in a retail store and hopefully gonna be a teacher soon.
Well, I'm currently 20 years old, currently finishing up my studies and going to start my studies to become a teacher pretty soon.
I am 20 years old and I'm currently working in a wellness center.
Yeah, I'm 21 years old, and I'm also studying at the moment to become a teacher.
I'm 19 years old and I'm a full-time game developer.
Okay, Shane, let's
Yeah.
start the game.
Sure.
So let's first start with talking about games we've played. Personally, I've played Celeste. I don't know if any of you have played Celeste.
I have played Celeste. I
You've
thought
played
it was
Celeste.
really hard, but really good game.
Yeah, I'm 2 hours in right now. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. What the fuck was that? Is somebody's dog getting fucking punched?
Fuck. Oh, fuck.
Don't worry. Oh shit, time to draw. Fuck. Oh, nice. Do any of you have any other games or anything that you like? Yes, I fucking love this. I played this a lot today or this week. Because I played Celeste. I'm loving it so far. I'm 2 hours
Yeah.
in. But yeah, I don't really know what.
What did you thought of the story so far?
So far, as somebody himself who is struggling with depression, I already know what the game is about. It's about depression for people that do not know, and overcoming hurdles. It's hitting the mark pretty well.
Yeah, it really makes you think.
It makes me think about our society, as we would say, and how how we are all looking at depression, and how it's all kind of the same for us. I don't really know. I'm not far enough in the game to really form an opinion. Any other games, Shane? You played Sea of Thieves recently?
Yeah, I booted up Sea of Thieves yesterday to play with Bradley. And we showed a grand old time. It's actually really fun. I was kind of skeptical at first about the game, but I'm actually really enjoying it.
It can be very relaxing, Sea of Thieves, I think, but it can suddenly change to like high action, a really stressful time.
In what way?
That's my opinion on Sea of Thieves.
In what way is it a slow time?
A slow time, because there are some time periods that you just only like set sail to your destination and do your quest, and then you sail back to sold all the treasure you've got.
How does this game work? I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm just pressing. I don't know. I don't. What? What?
Age is confused.
Yes. It's like, yeah, you can press a bunch of things, and then I do it, but it's it doesn't do anything. Okay.
Just give an award if you think a suggestion was a good one.
Yeah, pick the answer, then choose the award. But Sea of
Okay.
Thieves,
Yeah,
it is
personally,
pretty
I
slow
really love it.
sometimes. Yeah, Shane, how have you been feeling about it?
I think the game is actually really great. In the sense that you, the principle is actually quite a simple one, because you just sail the seas, perhaps with a buddy, to recommend with a buddy, and you have these quests clearly laid out for you, so you exactly know what to do and where to go. But the thing that makes it so great is not the gameplay itself, but the stories you make by playing the game.
Do they have a good story yet about playing it?
Yeah, actually, there was one I played today, well, with Bradley again, and we were selling. We were selling some stuff that we looted from doing our quest, and while we were selling our stuff, we saw another ship that was also gonna sell his stuff at the same amount that we were at. So I was like, dude, I think someone's here. So I just kind of sneaked up behind him, and I just shot him in the face, and he didn't stand a chance. And then we took all his stuff and burned his ship,
Damn.
and he was like, I was just here to sell my stuff.
It was really weird. We're just about to
You
head
just
out of
fucking robbed a
session.
random guy, basically.
Yes,
Yeah.
we robbed a random guy because we're pirates, and then we burned the ship and killed him again.
Fucking solid.
That's so rude. The poor
Let's-
man was trying to make a bucko of all his hard work.
Yes, and we tried to make a buck off not really hard work.
Exactly.
That's always the case with those like multiplayer games with always PvP on and stuff. It's just so easy. It's you can't just trust you can't trust nobody. Just only your friends most of the times.
Yeah,
Oh no, I don't think I can trust my teammates.
just because Bradley's your teammate, or
Yes.
That's not a valid reason.
What did you say?
he doesn't trust you.
Exactly.
Understandable.
Oh god.
You know yourself enough that you know
I
you're not
remember this one
trustworthy.
time when I was just playing Hunt Showdown with Bradley, and he was like, I got your back. And as soon as I just peeked the corner, I got shot in the back of my head. And I was like, "Bruh, you weren't supposed to cover me. And he just said, no, I just looked away for a second. 10 out of 10 cover.
I think you just misclicked, because I don't think any of you can spell incompetent correctly. But damn,
I can spell
damn.
incompetent. Bradley.
Yes, Bradley.
You understand?
Always me.
Was it just Tamer? Ah.
No.
No.
Oh hey.
It also was not the lion
Hey.
thing there.
I couldn't fill that in.
Yeah, it was like
chat
too close to reality. So
See, I was
okay,
fucking
that's
right.
wrong.
None of you can spell incompetent. I fucking knew it when I saw it.
Was incompetence?
It
was
was
incompetent.
incompetent.
That's why if
Lion.
I clicked the keeper and then I was like, oh wait, that says incompetent. None of you can spell incompetent.
What the hell is that?
Okay, I fucked up a little bit. Understand that.
That's okay, that's okay.
Um,
We are all just trying.
Further on, to not get too much off topic, Sea of Thieves, I'm thinking of playing it. I have Xbox Game Pass. What do you, Shane, Bradley, think of Xbox Game Pass? Because you also have it.
Well, a launcher is really debatable whether it's good or not. But like the deal
agree.
for the game for the Game Pass is I think it's really good. Like it's €4 or something a month.
Yeah.
You get like a ton of games, and I think it's worth it, man. Especially if you want just to try out a game. You can just pay $4. You can like a whole month. You can try out that game, and if you don't want a monthly subscription, then you can then you can go buy it or on the Game Pass or on Steam.
Yeah.
Also, we're not sponsored.
We're not
Not
sponsored,
sponsored.
by the way.
No,
Please sponsor us.
Please do sponsor us. Shane, you have been using it for 1 day, and it's my alt account.
I've actually used it before to play
You
a
have?
Plague Still.
Oh, PlayStation, you've played it
And-
before, yeah.
It's great, but apart from that, I used the launcher for the first time for a Plague Still, and it's horrendous. The launcher is absolutely terrible. The software sucks, it's not responding, but whatever. But the deal that you get from the Xbox Game Pass is amazing. Like, I
Yeah.
cannot say anything bad about it. You pay a small fee every month for a ton of games. Like, if you compare it to things like PlayStation Online, for example, you get like 3 free games in a month. I mean, given you get to play online for a console, but
PlayStation Plus, yeah.
yeah, PlayStation Plus. But, you know, that's 3 games a month, and you get to keep it as long as you keep your subscription. But, like, compared to the Xbox Game Pass, that's ton. Like, you get a ton of games, like hundreds of games, just for free.
Yeah, it's like 140 right now, I think, for the Xbox Game Pass.
I honestly don't know the exact details, but I do know it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's Xbox only titles, so exclusive Xbox games coming to PC for the first
Such as
time.
Halo.
Like Halo, Forza Horizon. There was a deal in.
I recently played Forza Horizon, and it was my first ever racing game.
It's
And I'm gonna
amazing.
say it, I really like it. It's just
Oh man,
a really chill and laid back game.
I've played a fuck ton of racing games, and I'm really gonna say Forza is so much fun. It's almost as fun as Burnout 3 Takedown. It's just, you can destroy your car, you can fuck around how much you like. You don't have to do races or clear obstacles to earn points. You can just drift a bunch and do jumps, and you can get XP and points from that. You don't have to do what the game tells you to do. It just is like, go have fun, go play. And I really like that.
I totally agree.
That indeed sounds better than most racing games. Yeah, I only play one racing game, and a lot of people might judge me for it, but it's Wreckfest.
I've played
It
Wreckfest.
looks really good. It looks fun.
It's a lot
Just
of fun.
going in between you guys. The stream for me on Discord is really bad for me. It's really laggy for me.
Then you
Yeah,
grab
same, but
Twitch.
you don't really need it.
You don't really need
You
it.
don't really need it, or you just go to Twitch, and there we're also live.
Mm.
There's also a good plug. Go to our Twitch, a Talkative Perception, where we stream our...
Buy our merch. We don't
Podcast.
have merch, but buy it.
Yeah, we don't have merch, but...
Ring the bell,
get it.
like the video, the usual stuff. Now
Yeah,
that
the
it's
usual
all
stuff.
out of the way, gone. Shameless
um,
self-promotion.
shameless
Yeah.
self-promotion.
Yeah.
I mean, a healthy sprinkle of self-promotion is sometimes good.
I'm sucking so bad at drawing. I just want you all to know.
Oh, you don't even want to know. This is
I
actually...
have something absolutely horrible, and I cannot draw it at all.
Neither can I. But that just makes it
I
better.
only have 2 colors. Is that right?
Yeah,
Ah,
that's right. That's my most one. I have
forgot the
fucking...
second color and I just kind of fucked it up.
I have
could made it a lot
orange.
better with the second color.
I have fucking orange and brown.
I have pink and purple.
It's so fucking bad.
I've got orange and dark orange.
Yeah.
I actually had to look up my word that I had to draw because I didn't know what it was.
Great. But yeah,
Well
but
done.
what's great to do when you're playing Wreckfest is just get a few buddies to play it with you, join a random server, find a target, destroy him. Just
Yeah.
make someone's life as miserable
Make
as
someone
you
less
can.
invisible.
It's such a toxic game.
Actually,
It's great.
when we're talking about Xbox Games Pass for a minute, I have Xbox Game Pass Mobile in early beta. I got
this is a
selected.
thing?
Yeah, I got selected for the program. I don't know how many people there are,
Congratulations!
but I think I'm like the 3rd Dutch guy to be accepted. Because I have a Note 9, that's my phone. And basically, I've been playing Wreckfest and Devil May Cry 5 on my phone using the Xbox controller. and the delay is almost nothing. It works fucking great, and that's for streaming. So
Yeah.
it,
Sounds
it-
good.
it's amazing. If you can get a chance at it, I would say try to get it on your phone. It's an early beta right now, and it's basically, even though we're at the Corona times, if you're traveling, it's AAA titles on your phone from Xbox that you can just play freely. And on the other hand, yeah, it's just it's
Those answers are just.
What?
it's pretty great. Somebody didn't know how to spell Beyblade and thinks it is a beach.
A bay is not a beach, but you know, maybe it's just a pun. Maybe it's just a play on words.
Yeah,
Someone
for
could have done
sure. A play on
Yeah.
words.
I like how somebody explained like Bay blades.
Yeah,
Yes, that's exactly what we just
exactly
pointed
what-
out.
Beyblade is with an E. It's not with an A.
I'm well aware.
Why
They
did you
also
pick
have
it
Beyblade,
then?
They also have like BAE Beyblade.
Who's that? I did it.
No, it's not Beyblade. It's not a
course it's not
fucking
B-A-Y.
hot woman with a knife.
Are you sure about that? I would love that to be the case, though.
Sounds like a CS:GO skin.
It
would
sounds
be
like a
so-
CS:GO skin.
Imagine how much more interesting it would
Wait, I
be.
am second.
It's just more than people with spinning tops.
This is my problem with my orange and fucking brown.
What is this?
He's stabbing himself.
He looks.
He's stabbing himself. That's my thing.
That's my thing. I stab myself. You know.
Yeah, I just stabbed myself.
stabbed
That's
myself.
just
What are the holes around him? What?
those are tears.
Oh well.
He
I think I might have put in the wrong answer. That's the case.
it is sweat and tears.
With blood, sweat, and tears.
Um, to go on topic again.
Yeah.
Damn, son.
Yes, that's how to go back on topic.
Suicidal Wario. Yes, that's it. Age.
Yes.
Oh no, wait. It was Colin. Colin, you want to talk about Corona?
Yeah, well, recently we're finally getting a little bit out of the lockdown, which is amazing.
At
It's
least
nice
in the
finally-
Netherlands, we don't know how it is
Yeah,
at other places.
yeah. Now it's amazing. I could finally go to see a friend of mine again, and well, I was there yesterday, and just it's so nice to just be able to see people again.
I agree.
Like,
Yes.
aren't you all just getting sick of being at home, not doing anything?
What if you're blind?
Well, no. At least you see, I work in the store, so for me, it's like I'm
Well, I mean, I also
outside
still,
anyway.
I also still have my job, but it's like
It's not the same.
just being able to just hang around with friends to undergo an activity again.
Yeah, I guess. But even then, when I went and did stuff with friends, it was at my house or at their house. So it's like nothing has really changed that much.
All right, and but the others, did anything change for you?
I mean, I'm slowly losing my mind, man. I love being in South Africa for the first 1.5 months, but now I want to go outside again. I want to work because I have to put a non-active on my work. I just want to, especially because now I look outside of the window and it's like 30 degrees Celsius, and I really just want to go to the beach or something, but I just can't. And I really an outside people or person, and I really miss it. I just want to go to the beach with some of my friends or go to amusement parks, just having fun outside in this awesome weather we're having now.
Can we focus on that somebody either fucked a passage or passable?
I thought it was passage, but it also has
It's
3
passage.
S's.
It also has 3 S's.
It's pass.
That's why I'm saying passable.
I was like, what on earth is this? But then again, I was like, Shane was talking about how
He didn't know
he
a
didn't
word.
know the meaning of his word. So I was like, maybe there's a word which I also don't know, which is past.
No, I think it's suppository, which means a small
Yeah.
passage.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it does not mean that.
What does it
I've
mean
just
then?
Googled it.
It means small passage, right?
No, it doesn't.
What does it mean?
It means to insert a drug into a hole that isn't usual. Such
What
as
the
anus.
fuck?
It's super specific, and I was like, what does this? Why? Who would ever say this?
Why?
Well, have you ever gone to the airport?
Can we back to business here?
Yeah, we
Marty, gotta put it way up the butt.
put it way up.
Sometimes you just need to use your prison wallet.
What? What?
Ah,
What is
he's
this?
confused.
Excellent question.
I know exactly what it is.
It's on the screen right now, as you think about it.
I made.
In the semi-correct colors.
It's
Wait,
a
your
big
carrots
ass
are green?
carrot.
I don't think your carrots are green.
I don't have other colors.
I think that Carrot Man and my name aren't the right answers. Just gonna fucking say. Who put my name in there? Not a smart thing.
It's not about winning, it's about having
What does
fun.
the award bonus likes do?
Shane! Shane!
I still got points, boy.
I don't know who
Hey,
mutated vegetable
big
to
carrots.
this. I'll give him a award.
Um,
Most creative.
Oh, shite.
I mean, I honestly thought it was a small person instead of a big carrot.
oh
Hey.
damn. Yeah, you misspelled mutated, I just saw.
It's
I know.
mutated.
Mutated.
I knew I misspelled something, but I was like, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut. Man, I thought it was so super specific, so long. I was like, nobody. That's not what
That's
happened.
Yeah.
the thing about this game. This game can be everything, it's great.
I have
Um,
only like had like 2 words, like really like small things.
So, Shane, you played Dungeon Munchies.
Yes, I actually.
Why did you refund it?
Yes. I saw it quite a while ago, and I was very interested. But I read there wasn't a ton to do, so I kind of just put it onto the wish list at a high spot because I was very interested. So I would come back to it later to check if everything, went better.
Yeah.
So I heard the game got updated a lot, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna buy it. It's not that great. It's not that great.
What was not
What
great
wasn't
about it?
great?
The gameplay feels very stiff. Like, the game is made in Unity, which I also used to develop myself. But I can clearly see it's not made by someone who has any experience in it.
Ah, that sucks. Yeah. It feels like like GoldenEye 007, I think then. Just chunky and all.
No, because GoldenEye 007 at least has
Some decent
more
movement.
to it. But this
Oh.
game just feels stiff while being smooth in other things. So you know what got automated to be smooth, and you know what was customly, like as in a custom way implemented, because it just feels bad.
Yeah.
You also have this, because it's this kind of like 2D action game ID that's kind of a little bit comparable to like Dark Souls-ish combat. So you also have this dodge roll, but it's the same as having a very heavy roll on Dark Souls where you're just barely able to roll, and it just feels really bad. So I gave it 2 sessions at a time. For, maybe I would like it more if I played it some more, but I just didn't like it. And I just refunded it. It was not for me. I don't think it's that great, actually. I do like the concept, because it has a lot of humor and some very nice art mixed in it, but just the animations don't feel right and the gameplay just doesn't feel right.
Well,
Which is kind of a missed opportunity, if you ask me. It's kind of sad.
yeah, I get
Yeah.
that.
Which
Well,
game?
It's still early access, right?
Well, yes, but apparently it got good reviews for being like amazing in the controls, but it doesn't feel like that.
But you also said that Hollow Knight doesn't feel right to you, right?
Well, Hollow Knight feels kind of off in a way that if you've played more platformers, it feels off in a way that jumping doesn't feel right. Like moving between left and right is very like a little too responsive actually, but you can get used to that. It's just a game thing. But the
Sean,
jumping in Hollow Knight is really, really weird in comparison to other games.
Shane,
Mhm.
click same players.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, because I was like, to me, Hollow Knight felt as an amazing game around with its, with just the controls and all. So I think it's also just a bit of a personal thing with what type of controls you like, might that just also be the case.
Well, the big thing with Hollow Knight that I found was especially the jumping feels really off in Hollow Knight. Like in a normal platformer, you accelerate at a fast pace, and then you fall down at a slightly slower pace, but it has this specific calculation on top of it to make it feel good. But in Hollow Knight, you just kind of stall in the air when you let go of the button, and it just feels really, really weird. That's the biggest thing about the jumping, that just doesn't feel right at all. It doesn't follow this like custom curve. It just says if you hold it, you're gonna hover to this place, then you hover in place for a second, and then you fall down again.
Okay, I've never felt that personally with Hollow Knight. But that might just be just how you experience games.
Yeah, I mean, to each their own. I mean, it has good reviews for lots of reasons, like, probably just me.
Yeah.
What was that one game that you
Alright.
refunded that you always remember?
What do you mean with always remember? Because what's that bad, or because you always think
Just-
maybe it could still be good? Like,
Like it was that bad.
I think that would have to be. Oh Christ! Damn, Shane, you played this with me. Necropolis,
Wait,
right?
is it the Diablo meet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You wanna be
yeah, I
the
was
Diablo roguelike?
Crypt something.
Yeah.
Oh, what was it called again?
Yeah.
It's like a dungeon crawler meets Diablo, but not the dungeon crawler aspect, just like a little bit more Dark Souls-ish. But that game felt horrible. Oh, what was it called? Something with Crypt.
Yeah.
Crypt was a Necrodancer. You didn't like that.
that's okay. Good game.
That's an awesome game. So
But I didn't. I
It
used
was
that to
called
really.
Necropolis.
Yeah, Necropolis. That
oh,
was-
Necropolis is fucking horrible. I remember that.
Yeah, we looked at the video and we're like, oh, this is actually, this looks cool. Let's give it a shot, And then we just got it, and it was just the worst experience I think I've had in a long period of time.
Why can somebody not spell teeth?
What do you mean, Steve? What you talking about?
I have
I don't know.
dyslexia, right?
I do too, and even I know that it's not like that.
I really
Dyslexia
doubt
makes
myself.
you
Like,
hard-
is it this or like that?
I thought I was the only one without dyslexia here.
Damn. I don't have dyslexia, so fuck
I
you.
thought you did.
No,
I do.
fuck you.
Well, that says a lot about you.
I mean,
I'm just
I
horrible
didn't
at writing.
like back to the topic. I personally didn't never refund a game that was like that bad, because honestly, I never bought a really bad game that I instantly refunded, or like in a couple of sessions. But the one game that I always remember, because it was the most hilarious experience. What the?
This is very obvious.
I think it's great, actually.
It's
What is
beautiful.
I got the message. You got too close to the real title.
Oh damn, you know the answer now.
I really found that what is it called? Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
Deus
Because it
Ex.
was
Yeah.
so heavy on my PC that I just couldn't run on like 5 FPS. And
Yeah, but Deus Ex Mankind Divided is if you took a game and made a fucking fashion show.
What are these answers, people?
I think that one.
I think I
I
learned
just want to give skeleton musicians some bonus points.
why.
Because
Why
it looks
does
like he has a trumpet.
why does Skeletron?
Well, maybe because it is a fucking trumpet.
Hey, I
Hey.
fucking got it. I
What?
fucking juked you.
It is an actual skeleton musician.
What? It was a skeleton
It
musician.
was?
Who?
Yo, it looks like skeleton key.
It's a
Looks like
fucking
it's a
skeleton with a
And the
key.
keys are wrote skeleton keys, so like, no, that's too close to the real answer.
Yes. Somebody already wrote it apparently. What?
I wrote it.
I am fucking awesome in this game.
Otherwise, you can tell yourself. Huh,
What?
this just looks like depression. Just gonna put it out there.
I'm just taking this in.
I-
Just letting it think. I don't get it. I cannot
What do you guys think it is?
I do not. I am unable to comprehend this.
I think
mean,
somebody's
it looks
crying
like
in the shower.
Green clouds in his shower, so...
Taking hot shower while
He's
crying.
color. It's like he's stuck to the color.
I'm
Yeah.
stuck to that. But the kind of clouds.
Dropped the soap. The prison experience.
I don't know what this is supposed to be. Oh my god.
I mean, drop the soap gets the award bonus. for
Yes,
me.
definitely.
Thanks, I
That's-
appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for the points.
That was my points. What?
No, I put down drop the soap.
Oh, drop the soap. But nobody
How
chose
is this
drop the soap.
crying?
Nobody chose drop
I
the
mean,
soap.
I'm crying of how bad it is.
How are these things?
There are my 4 points, baby.
What are they supposed to be? Those wannabe clouds. What are they even supposed
Steam
to be?
clouds.
Yeah, steam clouds from crying.
Then how should we see if he's crying?
What the fuck is this? Is it a mouse with a swastika?
Why?
You couldn't make that one, man.
Yes, you can.
I mean, I think it's kind of ironic that the text that I got on my phone is "You drew this," so yeah, which is exactly my thoughts. I drew this and I was like, "This is horrible."
Yeah. Oh fuck. I think this one. On the other hand, I watched an anime recently again.
Oh, you rewatched it? Or...
No, first time. Cells at Work. Who has seen Cells at Work?
I
I
have
did not.
seen memes.
I did not see it.
Aga?
Yes, I have seen it.
Oh.
Shane, have you seen Cells at
I
Work?
have not seen it, actually.
Well-
It's very fun. It's really over the top, and it's just like
It's really off the top, but it's I later watched everything again, but then a doctor with an actual PhD who
Yeah,
Well-
yeah, I saw this on YouTube. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
and he's like, it's actually really fucking accurate.
It wasn't just accurate. The doctor's just sitting there on camera. It's really fucking accurate.
Yeah, it's really accurate, and I think it's really interesting because I feel like I learned something, like how my body works and how it functions, and that apparently
there were some very interesting things that were like really explained in a very simple way, but you never really hear about it. So it was like you just watching, like, oh, so that's how that works, and you just continue, and it was really like nice.
like how just the moment the answer showed up, everyone just
Yeah,
Just,
just
it's
staring
kind
on
of
what-
weird
what's
how at
going
the end
there's
kind of made you
no soup.
yeah, how do you say it? It made you feel sorry for cancer, which is
Yeah,
kind of weird.
semi weird.
So you also now believe that it's little girls who are fixing your body.
No,
Yeah, that's
no,
kind of weird because it's actually the little girls were actually supposed to be the much bigger
yeah,
like cells that so
yeah.
What are you talking about? There aren't lolies in my body.
No, platelets are
Yes, officer
bigger,
right here.
are pretty
No,
big,
nobody
bigger
got
than red
this.
blood cells. So
Nobody got the right one. What? Don't tell me. Like at least someone. Oh, thank you, Colin.
what the fuck was
Why
he
would
drawing?
they- so his so fucking. What was it? Sad soup. Sad soup.
I know, yeah, with
He
our accent.
had soup.
It was sad soup.
Wait. Okay, I don't even know this word. What? Oh yeah. So
Google.
yeah, I'm doing it. Okay, so I don't even think you're going to guess this, but sure.
I'm creating art right now. Actually, no, it's gonna be fucking terrible.
I mean, that's
Okay,
what I
okay.
okay. Stuff every time I draw.
You're drawing with a draw pad, man. You're cheating.
I'm drawing with a pen, and you saw my first drawing.
I'm drawing with my mind and my finger.
Mine-
I'm the
Very
only
bad at
PC
drawing.
guy.
But to be honest, Cells at Work, it's good. Go watch it. It's accurate somehow. And yeah, it was a great watching experience. I pretty much binged it and then
Yeah?
watched it again. But then a doctor talking about how it's accurate, and I'm like, yeah, I learned how my cells, how my red blood cell loves the white blood cell, and they want to marry. But
What?
Draw me like one of your French girls.
Wait, you did this in biology class?
I learned this in fucking Cells at Work.
I mean, when I was in biology class, my teacher would just draw mini lowly blood cells.
Yeah, oh
Wow,
nice.
wait, that was,
Platelets.
yeah, that.
Platelets.
I mean, my teacher was a weep, of course.
Who isn't these
my
days?
teacher looked like a hobo.
My teacher was a hobo, I think.
What
What
the
is this?
fuck is this?
That's clear. Isn't it obvious?
You
What?
drew this, don't worry, it'll be over soon. Thanks. Thanks, game.
I think he is going
This
to
is
like
so easy.
what?
I have no idea what this is.
Yeah.
I think he's trying the strategy of just making it super weird so that so that there's one answer that just makes sense.
Yeah.
But
I think it's
No.
Shane just got that.
You act-
So
Yeah,
tell
you-
me, Shane, you make your own art for your own game, right?
Yeah, sure, this isn't it.
I can see that one.
I
Can someone
can't.
tell me what a whiskey brain is?
It looks like
I
a
mean-
whiskey glass. The bottom
Yeah,
one.
I mean, okay, fair enough.
please don't tell me it's basketball because if that's the one, then
The inflated basketball.
that's the most shitty basketball I've ever seen.
I don't know that it could be a basketball. Could be a poorly drawn basketball.
Oh, I thought mind dump. Oh, it was. Hey.
Mind
Mind dump. Hey.
I think.
I was hoping.
Fucking
some-
hell.
The only reason I got that was because by seeing the answers, I was like, it's supposed to be that.
I mean,
Yes.
that was my reaction when I had to draw.
It's like, why didn't you draw a toilet? Why a trash can?
Why not?
Or like, I didn't even understand it was really a trash can.
Well,
Why does it look like someone's holding a turtle and we're running on a treadmill?
or I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw it.
You drew this. Thank you.
So I
You-
think I
you
wrote
will
this wrong,
see.
but it's okay.
You will see when you see the
will
answer.
see.
You know what the
Entire
answer
world.
is.
But yeah, I'm
I think
actually,
Shane is just going to win this again.
but,
like-
I'm first at the moment, so
Yeah.
Just by
Seriously?
100 points though.
It's pretty obvious which one it is. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
I do not. I haven't gotten a lot of anime to watch at the moment, so I think I'll give it a shot. I'll try to finish it in the coming week.
it's only
12 episodes, I believe.
yeah, it's only 12 episodes.
I think I can manage that to get it
Was
done
I
in a week.
stupid? Was there actually...
Yeah, you're stupid. There's actually a way better answer than any of these. And if you didn't see that, then fuck you.
Butler treadmill? What? Oh yeah, I can see it.
No, it's a
That-
fucking naked gym.
How is it
Where's the
What?
next part?
She has big ass
Yeah,
tits.
I thought later, but they were just so big and in a weird place. I was like, how?
It was a stick figure, and I fucked up, and I put the nipple like way out there, so I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
That's what happens when you just get aliens and make them do the drawing.
That's how my female is gonna look.
Oh, no,
I
this
am not
isn't like that bad in comparison to the last time. What does it say?
Oh,
Oh.
Wait, I don't think it's supposed to be a Dutch word, is it?
no.
Not saying anything.
I think I know what it is.
I also have an idea.
It's the 4th of May. It's for people that do not know. The 4th of May is our day of remembering the
the
death of people that fought in
That have
wars.
I got
Fallen, especially fallen in World War II.
Yes, that was only World War II until 5 years ago when they were like, no, let's do everybody that has died in war.
Yeah, because also like the more time that is between us and the world wars, the more we get
Detached from it.
Yeah.
detached from it. So making for all wars makes it a bit more like common.
harvesting season. It's not even written correctly.
Waarom harvesting season?
Oh, it's harvesting season.
Yeah, it's our fest. We're having a fest.
But guys, speaking of like the World War II, what's going on in like the Netherlands?
In the Netherlands, not a lot. In America, there are fucking 2 million people infected, and at least 37 are already
Oh.
fucking dead. 37,000 are dead, pretty much. And that number is rising fast.
Indeed, and I
And
cannot.
in Brazil, we're at 700,000, and UK 40,000. Oh no, that's dead. Sorry, 40,000 dead in UK and 111,000 dead in America.
Yeah.
Of Corona.
Yes.
We're fighting a different battle than World War II. I do not think that this is gonna be remembered as much.
Like the other epidemics, or
Like,
Why? I think it's going to get remembered. Well, what you do see is like, unless like the, I think I'm going to win this, by the way, just because it's such a. It's just.
I got the answer, and then it said, you got too close to the answer.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think it's indeed not really going to get remembered, because what you see is with big epidemics like this, they will get remembered like for how big they are. Most of like they get mentioned, but they never really get remembered as such a big thing, because
Damn, Shane.
just because it like a lot of things happened, but life just went on, you know.
Hell yeah.
Seriously?
Hell yeah. Was there robbery?
No.
Gawkers.
Yes.
How the
Such
fuck is
sad
that
life.
gawkers?
0 points to Gryffindor.
Gawkers is somebody who stops or slows down to look at something.
Yes.
Oh, that wasn't a gun or a drive-through.
I
I crash.
was thinking of a drive-through, and then I was like, maybe that's gonna be a gun. So I was like,
Are we cool?
no, it doesn't say are we, but
It isn't a question.
We
but
are
sure.
cool.
We are cool. Like Rick and Morty or something?
no,
I don't know.
I haven't watched that, so I wouldn't make references to it, or at
Um,
least not intentionally.
on other news, Suriname. I don't know what the fuck it is in English.
Suriname.
Suriname.
So just not the A.
Has a new president, I guess it is.
Oh,
It has a
Yeah.
new president. I do not know how to say his name.
give it a shot. You got this. Make us proud.
John Santoki, I think.
I believe you.
Basically he has won, I think, the elections. And of course, as Dutch, we want to know if he is gonna, put Bouterse in jail.
Oh,
For people that do not know who the fuck Bouterse is,
Hi.
Bouterse is the old president of Suriname, and he is part of the December murders, which was pretty much mass genocide on
Well, there were a
multiple.
bunch of anti-revolutionaries, or
Yeah.
how do you call it? Counter-revolutionaries. And they were trying
Counter-revolutionaries.
to just bring. I think it's just democracy or something. I don't.
Yeah, they were
remember
against
what they were-
democracy, and they basically murdered a fuck ton of people, and
Anyway, no. The counter-revolutionaries. They were trying to bring back
Yeah,
democracy and
they were
stuff.
trying to bring back,
then-
and they got murdered.
Bouterse was I believe, in control. He was like leader of the.
Yeah, he was
I don't-
leader, yeah,
He was leader of the revolutionaries
Of-
and stuff.
of
and he was
army
and he-
or something. But
something. And anyway, so a bunch of those counter-revolutionaries, they died, and he had been. How do you say it? He has been found guilty of murder. But because he was the president, he had, like, how do you call that?
immunity.
Immunity. So he couldn't be sentenced to jail. Oh, fucking hell.
this is so horrible.
And
I am-
so far as what we know is that he is saying he isn't gonna sell him out and give him to us, because it is a sensitive topic, as far as I get it. I think that I'm not qualified enough to say anything about it, but I also think it's kind of semi bullshit, if I can voice my opinion. But yeah,
I am so sorry.
for those in the call that do not know what the December murders are, please do your research on it. It's a horrible, tragic event in the history of the world, and you should know it.
Yeah.
If you do not know it, also for people that are listening, fucking do your research. Please do your research.
Yeah, and in general, what's your view on watching like the news and stuff? I do think it's important to at least watch the news like twice a week, at least.
That's really interesting because I'm on the other side of the spectrum. I deliberately avoid watching the news.
I read the news every day. I do this because not reading news is the same as saying all those people that died in boats to get to us, or all the people dying of disease, or all the horrible stuff happening in the world isn't happening. It is not acknowledging that the world is in big trouble with climate change and everything. Just ignoring that and saying it's not my problem. I see it as completely inappropriate to not watch the news at least once a week. or read on nu.nl or something like that. Just read snippets of news. There's so much happening that you're just missing and out of the loop of
But that's the
good
whole
things
thing,
and
like,
bad things. But
people,
it is important, even if
that's the whole.
even if you
Yeah.
get depressed because of it.
Well, here's the thing: the whole what's so difficult is that for a lot of people, their lives are just so easy and well, easy. How do you say it? It is, yeah, it is very easy because they just even if they don't understand, even if it feels like it's not, they feel like they have all these other like big problems, like with work or with
Yeah.
their schools or with other things. But because it's so easy, but because they're live outside, because there are no big wars, there are no big political turns. Well, they are happening, but not for them. They don't reach them most of the time. So because of that, most people don't really give a shit, and they're like, I'm busy. I'm more busy with my own problems, so I'm not going to like invest time in this stuff.
Yeah, but not investing time in caring about what's happening in the world and in politics is to me is like not wanting to invest time in your friends and in the people around you. It is completely ignorant.
Sorry, I got a call.
It's completely ignorant, and it's just in my mind a horrible thing to do. You're missing
I wouldn't
out.
say it's horrible. Like I say, I think it's true that you should probably do it. You should probably like get with the news and stuff. But there is so much happening. Even if you would watch news, there's so much happening. You could never like watch it all. It's just hard. So
Yeah, it's difficult, but at least like nu.nl puts like at the end of the day the top 5 most important things that happened in the day, and at the front of their page. If only you look at that and look like, okay, this is what happened today. That's important to know, and that could be like 2 minutes in your day to just go to nu.nl, look at it, and leave.
yeah, but that's also kind of because, like in the Netherlands, we have a pretty like our news networks do pretty well. There's not a lot of bias in them. There's a lot of countries.
In nu.nl, yeah, in things like Telegraph and other ones are fucking
Yeah, but that's the whole
riddled.
thing.
Are riddled with.
Yeah, I get it.
So
I get it,
not
but-
newspapers, nu.nl.
Yeah. Even then, that's also like your opinion. But the whole thing is that for a lot of people, if you really want to get like into the news and you actually want to not be like you said, you actually want to just learn about what's happening in that, you really need to look at multiple sources.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, you just get stringed along on a narrative of one, even if it's new. I don't want to say that they don't really have a certain narrative.
Of course they do, but what I mean more is look at things. Do not look away at news because you don't think you don't have time. You have time.
And it's also like
You always have time. You just think you don't have time. It's more important to know what's happening in the world than your sorry ass getting a manicure.
Yeah, or like when you're just waiting on a
Are we
bus.
missing someone? Like, is somebody just left? Has
No,
somebody
but
just left?
Bradley is having a call. Bradley is doing his
okay.
thing. You should listen. Yeah.
But yeah, I think that, like when you're just waiting on the bus, you can just I'm so sorry for this drawing. Then you can just look it up, and it's like even if you don't have an influence on the things that happen, I still do think it's important to know, especially about having conversation topics with people you either don't know really good yet, so you're just meeting someone new. Then you can also always revolve to the news as a good topic. And I also think that it's important because, well, if you want to go on a vacation, you want to go on a holiday, and you're like, all right, let's go to America. I don't think you want to go to America for your holidays right now.
Yeah,
To be honest.
you should know if you watch news. You shouldn't fucking go there. You would know about
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter. You would know about how bad Corona is there.
Yeah, I think so. Even though you do not have an influence on it, it still affects your health. I think it's still relevant, you should say, because it could affect your health and stuff. So I don't think that just at least a couple of times a week, just watching it, I don't think it would be too bad.
Yeah, once a week, just reading should be good enough, I think.
Yeah.
And maybe 5 minutes, but you shouldn't have to focus fully on the news. I agree with that. It's not your job, but it is important to at least know something of the news. Like, even if you would read a little bit, you would have known about the village in fucking New Zealand who has a fucking chicken problem. And there's so many chickens that they're calling it a Stephen King film. Like, they're so scared of these chickens that, and for some reason, the chickens are really fucking mad.
Yeah, that's-
Rising has come.
Yeah.
And
But
the fun part is, it started when lockdown happened. So people were locked in their houses, and all of a sudden, all over their village of like 400 people, all of a sudden there were a fuck ton of chickens walking down the streets. Just fucking imagine, you're just sitting in your house in lockdown, and like all of a sudden, your entire fucking life is turned upside down.
Yeah.
Because
What? My mirror image. Okay.
Yeah, it's like you're just sitting at home and then you just look outside and then it's like, why are there 20 chickens in my front yard?
what the
Right.
fuck are all these chickens here? And why are there
Am I really getting
fucking...
disillusional because of the corona crisis?
It's like, that's also great about watching the news, to find stories like that.
Nature's healing. They're sending a bunch of angry chickens at us.
Yes. That's nature's wrath right there.
Wow.
Angry chickens.
War never changes.
Nor do chickens.
It's just gonna be another emu war. They're gonna lose to the chickens.
Emu wars. They're gonna send the military and they're gonna fail. What the fuck is this drawing? What?
Dit is eer Yoda.
Listen, you must.
Fucked up you did.
And also another fun snippet out of the news. In the beautiful place called... let me get it so I know for sure I have the right
Maybe we
one.
could save it for another time.
No.
No.
India. India captured a dove out of Pakistan for being a spying drone dove. And they investigated the dove, and they found
Yeah.
out, no, it's just a dove.
How do you investigate a dove?
They looked if
We're
it
like
was a
checking
drone. It wasn't a drone. It was just a fucking dove.
I just imagine a bunch of scientists just sitting around the chicken just wears like
It's a
handcuffs
dove.
put around his legs,
Chicken.
and they just tied onto him so he can't leave. And then it's like, all right, grab the knife, and then they just poke him just slightly, and if he just starts screaming and a little bit of blood comes out, it's like, all right, he's real. It's not a drone, everybody.
That's me go, human.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then he goes down, and then they're just keeping him for another week.
but Bradley, you have to go, I think.
Yeah, in a couple of minutes, my house is gonna be full like of random people.
Oh,
Just
fun.
the audio.
Um,
My brother is having some friends over. Well,
Okay.
I don't want them on the background of the podcast,
Yeah.
so it could ruin quality.
Okay.
I think it's a good time. Like we're in like over
Yeah.
an hour now. And
Yeah, we're going to an hour. We're 95 minutes. Well, then at least I think it's time to say goodbye. Thank you for listening.
Yes.
I hope you had fun time listening.
We're stopping. We didn't talk about the thing.
We're gonna talk about a thing in a minute. Do not worry.
Okay. Okay.
And we hope you have a great time. Goodbye.
Goodbye, and I wish you all a
Goodbye.
wonderful day.